So Crystal Palace under Roy Hodgson stabilizing their season. They won't be thinking about relegation too much now, but I want to talk about the Ghana boys. Coach, just quick thoughts on Jordan first of all. What has changed? All of a sudden, he has 3 goals in 5 under Roy Hodgson already. More than he got under Patrick Vieira in almost a season and a half.
Yeah, I think it's about Jordan himself. How can you be a forward and not give yourself goal-scoring targets? And you are happy when you are described as a striker who works for the team.
Backtracking,
defensive-oriented, midfield dynamo.
I think he's drawn the 2nd or 3rd most fouls in the Premier League.
No, that's what I'm saying. That
he's doing
you
things.
cannot.
He's winning free
You
kicks.
cannot be a forward.
They say he has 6 goals in 96 games.
Can you imagine?
Okay, let's forget about
4 in 5.
Let's forget about the 91 before and focus on the 5.
No, you see,
Let's focus
this
on the
is
5.
what we should be saying about him week in, week out. At least every 2 to 3 weeks, we should be coming and describing goals that Jordan Ayew has scored. I've always said that, for all you know, it is because of his mentality.
Yeah, because
that is why
I've always
it has
maintained that
become.
he's never been a bad player.
Yes.
Technically, he's always been gifted.
I don't even think he's a bad player now. I just think that the production is not enough.
Yeah.
I can agree the production is not enough, but I think he's still a good player.
For somebody who we all thought would take over from Asamoah Gyan, massively, he's been a disappointment.
I can agree with that.
Massively. Because look, when he came, I said, wow, if this boy can add goal scoring to his game, we've gotten our next number 9.
Yeah.
But he's happy when he's described as a player who works for the team.
Yeah.
He tracks back, he tackles, he does that. There's no
striker. That should not be your forte.
You see Erling Haaland, he only comes back to help the team when they have to defend set piece. The next moment he's in the box of the opponent, putting the ball in the back of the net. That is the sort of
I like what you said in the beginning, that Jordan needs to set goal scoring targets for himself.
You see, that is, I wish I was the one, if I was closer to him. Look, you don't score less than 12 goals in 38 games if you say you are a striker. Or if you say you are a forward. How many goals have Zaha scored?
I would disagree with you on that.
No, you can't disagree.
The reason I'm saying that is if you are playing for a certain team, I don't think in Crystal Palace, the West Ham, like the teams in that part of the table, usually more than one player will score 10 or 15 goals.
How many goals has Zaha scored?
You get what I'm saying? I think
I need to check that and get back.
Yeah, so
I think Zaha has maybe like 11 or 10.
If you set the 12 goals target, I didn't say 20 plus or 15. No,
but I'm saying that
I said 12.
But I said, coach,
if you score 10,
you think that's an overkill for somebody who plays for Palace?
The reason I'm saying that is that if you look at those teams, by the end of the season, they have scored maybe 40, 45 goals.
I understand. So I'm coming.
It's very rare that you alone will score quarter, another person will score quarter.
I'm coming. So I said that should be his
Zaha
target.
has 7 Premier League goals this season.
That should be his target. So if you set a 12-goal target, and at the end of the season,
it doesn't work out, you can finish with 10 or 8.
You score 10, you score 7. We'll take it. Because he's hardly the main man. He's usually comes from the flank. But there should be goal scoring responsibility attached to your target.
And I will kind of agree with what Susu said a bit, because I spoke to George Boateng about this same Jordan lack of scoring thing. And again, he also said that, you know what, look, in Palace, you don't get a lot of chances. You might get 2 clear-cut chances all game, and that might not fall to Jordan because you are not the main guy.
Do you know why it doesn't fall to him?
Why?
You are also saying that he doesn't have the attitude.
His movement at times have been very, very bad. Look at the goal he scored yesterday. Proper movement. He's not, you see, there are times where I look at Crystal Palace play, he's on the right, Zaha is on the left. When the ball is coming from the left, instead of him to be diagonally moving into the box, he's still standing out wide. Who scores goal when you are out wide? The moment the ball is opposite your flank, you diagonally move.
And if you look at the goals he scored under Hodgson, even the last 3 weeks,
it has been like that.
Yep. Cuts inside. He looks very direct when he's getting into the box. So I'm just surprised. For me, I'm just shocked about what has changed in the last couple of weeks.
For me, he should define his game. He cannot be running around like that, it has to stop.
But coach, don't you think it's too late? He's what, 31 now?
That is why now he cannot be running around. If you are growing old, you need to refine your game to be of good use.
Because you don't even have the legs anymore.
To be going around bad. So for me, I like what he's doing. This is what I want to see him do.
Eventually, the backtracking defensive
will have to stop.
Thing will have
it
to
has
stop.
to stop.
Will have to stop.
It has to stop.
So that you focus on being a forward, proper forward. For Jeffrey Schlupp, look, he's been one of our most consistent players in the EPL.
I think he has
for
the same
years.
number of goals as Jordan.
Yes, for years. But yet still, the people at the FA, Keto Kriku and his people, Otoado and his people, when we're going to the World Cup, they say they didn't see him good enough to be part of that team. He has been doing this.
Yeah, he was living that decision.
Regularly, week in, week out. He is this good. Put him in there and let us benefit. So, Chris Hughton, look, try and go and talk to these guys.
Yeah.
We need every good Ghanaian player to be in our team.
True.
Next year, AFCON will be 43, 44 years since we won the AFCON.
Yeah.
It has to stop.
Unless you can prove that the player are not selecting, it's going to be bad for team spirit or something. I don't think there's any reason. Unless you can you can explicitly come and say that.
Schlupp is not good for chemistry.
He's not good. Yeah,
why would Jeffrey Schlupp cause problem when he's
I'm just saying that's the only reason we want to hear.
Everybody knows.
Aside
he's
that,
very calm.
the person should come.
He flows with everybody.
And I agree with Coach on the targets thing. That I think that even though you are doing good things, if you're a forward, you should be making that kind of impact.
Yeah.
Like Coach said, he said he's fair. Maybe
What
aim
do
for
you think
12,
has changed
and if
for
you
him?
get 6, it's fine.
What has changed?
Well,
for
for
him?
one thing, he's been playing through the middle recently. If you notice, Hodgson has actually, we are not seeing Mateta, we are not seeing Edouard. It's Jordan who's
Hodgson
playing.
actually likes Jordan.
He's been playing Jordan. And if you remember, when he first joined Palace the first time, didn't he score 11 goals?
He was Palace's top scorer of the season. He was player of the season.
Yeah, he scored 11
It
goals
is
that
within
season.
him. But you cannot go 92, 96 games and score only 6 goals.
Exactly. So he's playing
It's
through the middle
unacceptable.
now. I guess maybe there's more responsibility on him. I think Hodgson said, look, we are looking at
He took off his shirt when he scored that goal. Was it 12 minutes?
I want to.
Somebody said,
Look, it was a good goal. Truth be told, his off-the-ball movement.
what was that all about? Is it
I have
because
to
he
assume
doesn't
that maybe
score?
something had happened in his personal life.
Yeah, because he looked really emotional.
Yeah, exactly.
When he scored that goal.
Exactly.
I have seen him virtually
Cry.
when he
Yeah.
scored for the Black
Yeah.
Stars.
And he said a lot of that was because of, one, I think his granddad had died, and two, he felt that there was a lot of pressure from Ghanaians to deliver.
We need him to score and score regularly. Stop running around. Jordan this, Jordan that.
If he
Go
was
and
scoring,
score.
I don't think there'll be pressure on him.
Yes.
I think people want him to succeed.
Yes.
I think, and part of the reason there's pressure on him, they feel like you are a forward, you are coming, you are not scoring, you are not assisting. And that's the thing. I see good things in Jordan's game. You can see he moves the ball, he keeps it well. Sometimes when we're under pressure and they clear the ball, he gets it, win the foul, relieve pressure. Those things are important. They are good. But if you are doing just that and you are not scoring, you are not assisting, it's difficult.
Because those are your primary functions.
Yeah, exactly. It's difficult to say that someone who's on the bench, who will score and assist, should sit on the bench for you to win free kicks high up the pitch.
Those of us who were close to Asamoah Gyan, let me tell you something, that the baby jet virtually was always disappointed anytime he plays for the Black Star and he doesn't score.
Yep. I think that is a striker's
He was
specialty.
always not happy.
Haven't you heard Haaland say, I could have scored 6?
Yes.
When he scores
Because
3 and things.
Yep.
That is why when you see Asamoah Gyan playing those days, when he gets, Papa, he doesn't dwell on the ball. Papa, he's on the move.
I really love this point. Again, I just
telling you.
one of the reasons why I think Jordan doesn't score enough goals, I think he's just not aggressive enough for goals.
Yes.
He's not hungry
You
enough
think it's
to get
okay
goals.
if he doesn't
he's
score,
okay
it's okay.
contributing. He's the kind of guy who's okay contributing to the game and then moving it on from that level. But we'll see how it happens.